What's going on today, guys? We have an awesome video in store for you.
We are going to be doing a really exciting meal prep for you guys. You love these videos, and we have a special guest with us.
Hey, oh my God, I'm so happy to be here.
So tell us about yourself.
My name is Autumn from the Instagram and YouTube channel, Watch Autumn Keto. Nice. I make weekly meal prep, something we're gonna be doing today, and also what I eat in a day videos. And I've been doing keto ever since September 2017, and I've lost over 70 pounds.
So what have you found with your meal preps that worked really well for you with all your success?
So I think the number one thing is to keep it simple and actually make and eat food that you like.
That's exactly what we're gonna do today. We are gonna hit up Trader Joe's and find some prepackaged, convenient foods you guys can use to make a solid meal prep.
When I plan my meal prep, the first thing I start with is the meats, and then the things that go with the meats, and then the sweet treats.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So that's step one, planning your macros. So when it comes to planning your macros, however you want to do it works best for you. So I would use something like Chronometer or MyFitnessPal to plan out my macros, just quickly insert it and then find my macros and my ratios for the day.
I am old school. I like a pencil and paper. I will sit down at my dining room table. I will go get the package of cheese. I will get the package of meat, flip it over, and start writing everything down. For my typical meal preps, I usually shoot for around 1,500 calories with the standard keto macros. And in this case, that's gonna be somewhere around 80 grams of protein and between 110 and 120 grams of fat, give or take 10 grams on either side. Okay, so this is normally what I do. Sorry, to all you tech savvy people out there, but I literally just start writing down either the ingredients or the food that I'm gonna have, and then I'll just write the fat, carbs, and protein and just do simple old math.
All right, guys, we just got back from Trader Joe's. Autumn has crunched the numbers, as you can see.
It's not pretty, but it works.
And yeah, so what's your exact macro breakdown?
So as of right now, and this is all approximate because I'm doing fast math, but we are at 108 grams of fat. We are at 19 net carbs. So like I said, I pushed that limit and I'm not upset about it. And then we're at 95 grams of protein.
So we have all the ingredients for our protein muffins here. We're gonna use this protein powder, some butter, and some eggs. Super simple, delicious. If you don't have this protein powder, whatever you have at home will work. It may change up the macros a little, so just account for that. Then we have our fatty carnitas right here that we're gonna be making tacos out of with some cheese, Mexican blend, and our reduced carb tortillas, which were a great find.
Next, we have these awesome bratwurst here that you can easily make in the microwave, fatty and awesome. And then we have our cauliflower and our broccoli, so our veggies to roast. And then we just have a variety of Quest bars to use for one of our sweet treats in our meal prep. And then also something that we didn't pick up at the store, but we're totally assuming you have at home because you should. I have a Zevia every day. It also takes the place of a sweet treat, and so it adds volume and deliciousness. So this will also be part of the meal prep.
All right, guys, so the best part about this meal prep is for anyone who hates cooking, doesn't have the time, doesn't want to, we have a really convenient meal prep for you. Most of these things, like these meats, show the sausage included, you can microwave those and it's all ready to go because it's already cooked. You can also just cook it up in a skillet if you want to take some time to do that. The only two things we actually have to bake are our protein muffins and our roasted veggies. So we're gonna get to that right now. All right, so the first thing we're gonna be making is these delicious protein muffins. I have 4 tablespoons of butter in this microwave-safe mixing bowl, and I am going to heat this until it's fully melted. All right, so this meal prep is going to be for 6 days. So we'll see how many muffins this make, either 6 or 12. So my butter's melted, and now I'm just gonna really add everything else in. So we're gonna do 3 scoops of protein powder. So if you wanna be like super precise, you can also put this bowl on a measuring scale and make sure you're getting the exact grams. 3 teaspoons of baking powder, otherwise known as a tablespoon, if you're living in that world. I always like to add a little salt so it enhances the flavor. We're gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon salt, 3 large eggs. You don't want a super thin batter, so let's see how this turns out, and then we can always add some water if we need. So I added a 1/4 cup of water, and that gives like a really nice batter consistency. These are gonna make great muffins. Okay, so to make this easy, I'm gonna use a cookie scooper, and I'm gonna make 12. So we're gonna start with just a scoop in each, and then we can divide it more evenly, so, we have all the same size muffins. So to change up the macros, you can just do more protein powder, you could do more eggs, but after they're baked, I would probably add a tablespoon of butter to 2 of the muffins because that'll just make it more fattier and add fat to my macros throughout the day. You can also add nuts, you can add Lily's chocolate chips, you can get wild. You can add different spices if you just have an unflavored, unsweetened protein powder. So like cinnamon and stevia will give you the same effect as we have right here. So I have the oven preheating to 350 and we're just gonna pop these in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. And now on to our roasted veggies.
All right, guys, so for our next dish, the only other thing we have to cook is the roasted vegetables. So for this meal prep, we're doing cauliflower and broccoli. The most super convenient thing ever is all you need is a roasting pan. Our veggies already come pre-cut, pre-washed, pre-everything. So I'm just using vegetables, olive oil, and salt and pepper. Just scatter my vegetables out. Alternatives to broccoli and cauliflower, if I was feeling super fancy and depending on your macros, jicama is actually really good. Takes a little bit more work to prep unless you can find you some pre-sliced jicama, but tons of different options. Onions, roasted red onions are great. Just watch the carbs on that, but you can pretty much roast any vegetable in olive oil and it's gonna be delicious. And then we're just gonna slather these things in olive oil and top them with salt and pepper. So for this meal prep, we are doing a 1/4 cup of olive oil. And pro tip, you can always use a 1/4 cup measuring cup, or if you measure directly on a scale, you can just pour your olive oil all over your veggies until you get a 1/4 cup, and that's one less thing you have to wash. That is 60 grams on the dot right there, which is a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Rarely do I make roasted vegetables and say, those were too salty. So go ahead and be generous with the salt and the pepper as well. So this next part is up to you. You can use a spoon, you can use whatever you would like, but of course, you know, the easiest way to do this and to make sure everything is evenly coated is to just use your hands. So I'm just gonna get in there, and you see where all the blobs of oil are. I'm gonna make sure that my big pieces get covered. You do want to make sure as best as possible that these are spread out into an even layer because you want the heat to get on as much of the surface area of the vegetable as possible. We're gonna pop these into the oven along with our protein muffins.
And we're back. So the muffins were in the oven for 15 minutes and they are looking perfect. And then we got the veggies. Those were in 20 to 25 minutes. And those also, I like a little browning.
Yeah, me too, exactly. These are right up my alley.
These are perfect.
Yes.
So now we are going to put together each meal and show you exactly what they look like. So the first meal is gonna be carnita tacos with cheese and a Quest bar. So you're just gonna lay your tortillas out. We heated the carnitas in the microwave, so it's just quick and simple. We did 2 ounces of carnitas in each tortilla and some cheese on top so it'll melt, and then the Quest bar for a nice sweet treat right afterwards.
Okay, so for a mid-afternoon snack, we have 2 protein muffins. If you need to add any fat, you can go ahead and add some butter, but these stand on their own as a delicious treat.
And for our final meal, we did a Bavarian Bratwurst that we just heated up for 45 to 60 seconds in the microwave. And then we have some roasted veggies. You can add salt and pepper to those to season those a little more. And then a Zevia Cola to wash all of that down. All right, guys, we're back. And this is the meal prep. How good does it look? These carnitas smell amazing.
Oh my God, everything looks so good. I'm so excited. Okay, so this is a typical day of eating for the type of meal prep that I make. I will eat this every day for 6 days in a row. I might change up the flavor of Zevia I have. I might change up the Quest bar. But in general, it's so refreshing to know exactly every day what I'm gonna be eating. Look at all these things here and think of them more as inspiration for the types of foods that you'd wanna eat throughout the day.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything like this. You can do everything exactly like this. But what's important is that you make things that you like to eat and that you enjoy making, and just make everything fit your lifestyle and you will succeed. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. You can find me on my channel, Watch Autumn Keto, and also on Instagram at Watch Autumn Keto. I make weekly meal preps just like this every single week.
Hey.
I just want to be in all the action. I make weekly meal preps just like this one every week so that you can see what I'm eating and give you inspiration for what you might want to make for a meal prep. Nice.
What a terrible
That was a
throw.
bad
I
throw.
don't want
One other thing you didn't mention about your channel.
lip syncing.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna go with lip syncing. Okay, so we were having so much fun in the kitchen that we forgot to do one of the staple actions that I do every week, and that's while I'm in the kitchen.
I'm happy we didn't do it.
Oh my gosh. That's why I'm in the kitchen cooking up my meals. I got music cranking in the background, and don't be afraid to lip sync and get your entire life. I'm gonna catch them one day, but they're lucky they got away with it this time.
Alexa, play Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls.
Alexa's not working.
Dang it!
Oh my gosh, that would have been great. I was like, oh my god, like TLC, because we were really gonna do the moves and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Oh
we
my
got it.
goodness.
Anyway, make this meal prep, guys. You can scale this up and down. You can add more carnitas. You can take away veggies. Enjoy.